Eric, I'm so glad you're safe. I heard that you went missing from the hospital and I searched everywhere for you. Where have you been? You didn't even go back home. Where have you been all this time? I'm sorry. I wanted to be alone so I can collect my thoughts. I didn't mean to worry you. Isn't your responsibility as an investigator to report your situation to HQ first? This kind of behavior isn't like you. I'm really sorry. I'll be more thoughtful from now on. Never mind that. Anyways, it's a relief, isn't it? Eric has returned! How about it? About tonight, raise a glass to honor our brave hero's return! I know a great bar a few blocks from here. Not so fast, Mikhail. While he may have survived, there were plenty of people in the unit who didn't. As long as the perpetrator hasn't not been identified yet, we'll have to continue the investigation in collaboration with the Archon police. It would be best to avoid behavior that could potentially rub them the wrong way right now. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Have you seen the captain yet? Yes. I've already greeted him. I see. I bet he didn't even flinch. After all, it is the captain we're talking about. It's hard to say. Maybe he was just a little surprised. But he's not the kind of person to show it on his face, is he? That's for sure. More importantly, Eric, it's quite remarkable that you managed to come out unscathed from that situation. I was also concerned about that. That there seemed to be no way out of that situation no matter what. Indeed. Will you at least explain what kind of trick you pulled? A simple one, really. Just before I was deleted, I switched to a character double that I have prepared beforehand. A character double? How did you manage to prepare such a thing? I'm an operator of the Special Investigations Unit, after all. It's only natural to prepare for an emergency, don't you think? Unfortunately, I lagged a bit while switching to the double, and still suffered some feedback injuries. As expected of my clever Eric. Hey, are you doing okay? You're still not completely recovered yet, are you? Yes. Maybe that's it. Well, that's not unreasonable. You're still not fully recovered, right? How about going home and getting some rest? It's just as Mel said. Wise advice. However, I haven't made my report about the incident to the captain yet. We'll take care of that for you, so there's no need to worry. It will be best for you to go back home. I see. In that case, I'll go rest in the temporarily sleeping quarters for now, since I don't know when the next incident might occur. Eric. Are you really okay? Yeah, I am fine. No problem. Speaking of the Ambassador's abduction incident, I'm concerned about Voyager's target being aligned with a significant figure. Make sure you analyze the dive logs thoroughly. It's possible Voyager left some evidence that could help us track their movements. So, if you excuse me.
Send to the seven angels. Go to lands and pour out the 7 vials of God's wrath on earth.
Eric? What did you use just now? Ah, Captain, do you mean this? It's just a health supplement. Lambdagist A? Is it a nutritional supplement? Did you think this is a narcotic or something? I apologize. The misuse rate of public servants abusing U.M.N drugs is increasing, and becoming a problem. The Internal Affairs and Audit Division are also getting nervous. No. I think it's natural for a captain to try to understand the conduct of his subordinates. Although, being suddenly called out from behind by your boss is quite bad for the heart. I'm sorry if I startled you. I was just talking with the chief about the matter from the other day. Is your body feeling better? Yeah. That's thanks to you. I've improved quite a bit. What? Oh, no. It's nothing. Don't push yourself too hard. I know. Thank you for your concern, Captain. But for now, I like to get a bit of rest. Hey guys! Luxker here. Welcome back to Xenosaga Pied Piper fan recreation. Last time, we were unsuccessful at saving the Goodwill Ambassadors, and for some reason, we thought Eric was dead at first, and now he's alive for some reason. This time, we will be heading over to Mikhail to see what we need to do next. But first, let's go ahead and talk to some of these officers here, like we did with last time. So, Investigator, I heard that one of your colleagues has, suffered a severe injury. I think we already saw this, right? Yeah, we did. So enough of you guys here. I think this might be the same text as last time, now that I think about it. The injured investigator, was it Weber? It seems he didn't suffer any injuries. As expected, the Special Investigation Unit members sure are different. Currently, they're conducting reinforcement training within virtual spaces in the briefing room. Recently, there have been frequent incidents relating to U.M.N. Yeah. Are the members of the Special Investigation Unit participating in an ongoing training mission? Yeah. Poor officers here just suffering at these jobs, honestly. Just, man, I would hate to be any of these officers here just doing their thing. We have our main gang here. Eric, that guy, how did he manage to seamlessly switch to his character double during such a situation? Captain, about earlier, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I'm prepared for any repercussions. Regarding the incident the other day, the Internal Affairs Investigation Committee is taking action. Don't worry, though. I intend to provide the best possible defense. Please focus on the investigation of Voyager for now. Well, I guess everybody's just doing their investigating work in general. I don't think Eric would just leave me behind and go somewhere. Dang. As you can see right here, knowing that Bugs has been made by Eric, you can see how he kind of has a big bias with Eric, just wanting to know what he's been doing. So, anyways, I think it's time to go talk to Mikhail here. I feel like he might have something that he wants us to do here. Captain! It seems that as part of the U.M.N. counterterrorism measures, there's a training mission available now. Will our Special Investigation Unit also partake in a training mission? Yeah, sure, why not? Understood! Now let me explain the training mission. The training will take place in virtual reality. Location will be within the Galaxy Federation Police Station. In other words, right here. The objective of this mission is to eliminate the terrorists that have infiltrated the station and rescued any captured comrades. Many of our comrades are fighting, but there are also those who can't fight and are trying to hide in the shadows. Search every corner of the station and rescue our comrades. Also, when you want to return to the real world, move to the main entrance on the first floor and perform a dive out. That's about it for the explanation. Please prepare for the dive. We're diving into... There was like a song that was like that, diving into the water. I can't even remember what it was. It was like one of my favorite songs too. Alright, let's go! This place looks no different than its real space counterpart. However, the mission has already begun. Even though it's just training, don't let your guard down. So you can actually technically skip this training mission like Mikhail said, if you just go down here. You can conclude your training if you want to, and you can come back to this anytime. We're not going to do that quite yet, but you can just come back to this train mission anytime you want. We can't use this elevator. We have to use the stairs. So the elevator is basically blocked off right here. Anyways, let's go ahead and fight these guys. These are kind of a different kind of U.M.N. terrorists that we've been fighting before. These guys are weak to fire, but are also resistant to ice attacks. So having Melis use Inferno on these guys is probably the best course of action in general to be able to, you know, light their butts on fire, basically. Let's go ahead and defeat all of them. But yeah, look at that animation, too. That Inferno animation is amazing. Actually, I'm gonna have Lactus go next and have Jan use just a regular attack on this guy because I want to go ahead and confiscate these guys to steal one of their items here, which is a Medkit M. So you don't actually have to buy it from the shop if you want to. You can just basically use confiscate on these guys and get free healing items from it. Very nice stuff in the end of the day. So basically the goal of this is to basically talk to all these NPCs here. Thank you very much for your help. First person rescued out of 6. So we basically have to rescue 6 officers in this area. This is just basically fighting a whole bunch of U.M.N. terrorists in a row just to progress through this part. It's nothing really too exciting in general when we talk about this. So I would actually use this time right here to talk about our main playable characters a little bit more in detail. Starting with Xenosaga. He has the highest strength, vitality, and HP in the entire game. However, he doesn't have the best EP or ether growth, and kind of suffers getting many strong attacks out because of it. Depending on which skill tree you get in the game, you can choose him to be more offensive with being able to recover EP each turn, and have access to very strong attacks, or have him be more of a support character and give stat buffs to the rest of the party. He can also lower the stats of enemies, and even can steal enemies' items with Confiscate when you are on a given path. I personally recommend going for the lower path first out of the way to get access to stat buffing moves like offensive and defensive. Jan's stats are much more suited for support, and it makes Jan useful for casting them without dying too quickly. Otherwise, he has really strong techs on other skills like Double Break, which is the strongest tech in the game, and Road Rage, which is a physical tech that can hit all enemies. On the other part of the skill tree, Jan can learn Revert, which is an ether art that can raise allies up from incapacitation. It's not really a great ether art in my opinion, because the character doesn't get a lot of HP from getting revived, and it would be better just to use a revive item. Overall though, Jan is very capable of taking hits, and providing some really good support for allies at the end of the day. Okay, real quick, I can finally go back to Bugs' skill menu, and he can finally learn attack +5 here. I'm gonna go ahead and have him learn that skill, so he can do a little bit more damage here. Anyways, I think this is a good time to go back, so let's go ahead and head into this middle room, which... Oh my god! What? Someone's... Oh, wait, I think I saw... Oh, wait, oh wow, I got like double back attacked here. Jesus Christ. Okay, hopefully I'll be fine with using Flame Bolt here a little bit more. Don't really have a lot of EP that Melis can even use, and I kind of don't want to use those ether, what were they again? Man, I forgot what the items are called. These ether pack L's right now, because they're incredibly helpful, and I don't want to have to use them just haphazardly like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and just attack normally here. No one has a boost, unfortunately, so... Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Damn, we got a back attack. Fuck! Melis, no! Don't die! Ow. Jeez. Okay. I guess I'll have to break bash somebody. I think I'll do it on you. Maybe it is wise to probably use, an ether pack L on one of these guys. I actually, oh, you know what I didn't do? Yeah, oh my god, it's really stupid actually. Just heavy tackle these guys. This should knock him out. With bugs, I am going to attack normally on you. Take you out. Dang, I really freaking... I don't know why I haven't been doing that, but, okay. After this fight, we should get back to normal. Alright. Okay. So as you see right here... Oh, look! Someone's in the locker, but don't worry, we'll get you out of there soon. I forgot to equip everybody's new weapons. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Went all that time without equipping everybody else's weapons. That's why I didn't get them out all the way, so... Oh, I'm not running away. I'm lurking here in the locker, waiting for the right moment to strike. Huh? There are no more enemies? Surely they ran away in fear of me. Ha, sure you can. Just knocking on that door like it's no tomorrow, so... Alright. Also, I just want to mention really quick, like, these U.M.N. terrorist sprites look really freaking weird. I don't know about you guys, but man, they look really freaking, like they look like freaking aliens in general. So, really weird enemy look for it, and good thing I missed there. Let me go ahead and attack this guy. Alright. But yeah, those sprites look just really weird. I mean, technically it did come from the original version of Pied Piper, so it didn't look all too gray in the end, but yeah. Phew, I'm safe. Well, it was just me after all. Oh, investigator, you're a lifesaver. Thank you very much. Well, it's all due to our investigation. All right. I'm actually going to do this middle room last. I'm going to go ahead and fight this guy. But I also want to talk about more stuff that was in the original version as well, speaking of which. So these guys, these mech soldiers, don't have their own weakness, so they're pretty freaking easy enemies. As you can see right there, they just die, like, super quickly to anything. Melis, I am gonna use an Ether Pack L on you, just to basically finish you guys off too quickly. These guys are pretty easy in the end of the day, so... but anyways, yeah, so in the OG version of Pied Piper, you'll fight, different kinds of enemies, which they're kind of, like, similar to the enemies that we fought in the Cathedral from earlier, and they're technically called Gardas macrophage enemies. They randomly just spawn in the area because, of course, there's random encounters in the original game. And I believe this is the first time you attack them in the story. Like in the Cathedral area, you will be fighting just like these U.M.N. terrorists in here and the Ions enemies. So you won't really be fighting a lot of macrophages here in general. You can also fight Proto-Gardas macrophages as well, which they were also introduced in Xenosaga Episode 1 when you were fighting in Cephalon dives and stuff, basically. So an enemy that just reappeared from Episode 1, and then they come into Pied Piper as well. So really good attention to detail from just the developers from the original game, which we will be talking about later. So... Alright, that battle's done. Let's go ahead and save you. Whew! That was a close call. Thank you very much. We could rescue the fourth person. They're kind of like regular-ass hostages. I would just save them all just right then and there. And now we're fighting the last U.M.N. terrorists, which is just 2 of them. So these guys, they shouldn't be too much trouble. Just inferno all these guys to death and basically press the win button. And we didn't knock that guy out for some reason. Alright, there we go. Alright, we were victorious! Alright, let's save these guys. And we didn't say it. Thank you very much. Even for an engineer like me, it might be a good idea to receive some combat training. And here... Hey! Help me! Thank you for your assistance. And we rescued our sixth person, yeah. Eric didn't know that you're such a crybaby. Captain! Mikhail, what's up? Mission accomplished! You have successfully rescued all our comrades from a dive out from the main entrance on the first floor. I see. Understood. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on out of here. Let's go ahead. Yes, Mikhail. Let's go ahead and conclude our training. Great work today! You successfully rescued 6 comrades in today's training mission. As expected of the captain, everyone has been rescued. It's a testament to the Special Investigation Team's reputation. And we received a decoder 8 for our troubles. In the original Pied Piper, you don't really get a reward from Mikhail here or anything really special at all. You just get experience from just fighting all the enemies, and that's pretty much it. So it's completely optional just to skip this, but if you don't skip this mission, you do get a nice reward with it from it, which is a decoder 8. So the results of the mission will serve as a reference for future missions. When a new mission becomes available, please challenge yourself and give it a try. So what happens when you do decide to skip the training mission and not get the decoder at all? Well, you can actually go back to the Cyan shop point, and you can go ahead and choose the police training mission from there. After you go ahead and save all the hostages, Stacy near the entrance of the station can give you the decoder instead of Mikhail. It's basically a good way to basically get the decoder without having to go, just do it all the way at the start. So we have that decoder for, number 8, but we don't have the segment address for it, so we'll have to keep looking for it on our travels. So just make sure we have that decoder in our safekeeping. So anyways, I think we can still sell some stuff. Yeah, we have some scrap iron that we want to sell, and some dog tags, and yada yada. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what we need to do next. Oh, hello, Captain. Dr. Rosas, thank you for the autopsy report. Your expedience was appreciated. Do you have some business at the station? I thought you were nervous, but you have a surprisingly laid-back side as well. Business? Not really. I've come to deliver the belongings of your subordinate. They were treated as personal belongings. Belongings? A subordinate from my unit? Are you mistaking me for an Archon police officer? Please spare me the runaround, Eric Weber. He's your subordinate, isn't he? How's he been doing since then? You saw him go into cardiac arrest, didn't you? As a doctor, I'm concerned about his condition. I've heard that there are many patients who are successfully resuscitated after cardiac arrest. But is that true? It's true that there's many cases, but this is the first time I've heard of a corpse getting up from the freezer and removing their own name tag. I told him that further examination was necessary, but he never came back. I hope there's no long-term effects from overexposure to the U.M.N. Has he shown any increase in unusual behavior, or did he have any cases of temporary catatonia? Yes, he seems a little mentally unstable, but not drastically altered. I hope that's the case. However, as a police officer, he's exemplary, but when it comes to relationships with others, he is quite wary. Perhaps being in a hospital felt burdensome to him. Sounds like he's very hard to handle. Oh no, I didn't mean to call him a burden. Don't get me wrong. You're an interesting person. Well, it's fine to be shy, but he needs to take care of himself. Captain! This is Dr. Rosas. She's in charge of the emergency room at the affiliated hospital. She handled the casualties of the Goodwill Ambassador's kidnapping incident the other day. Oh, is that so? Captain, we received a dispatch request. Location is the VIP nursing plan in Draper. The perpetrator has cracked the central mainframe inside the plant. The trace logs of the plant's observational reality were extremely damaged, but Lactus has been repairing them. A children nursing plant? Has there been any details of this perpetrator? Unfortunately, the logs were more corrupted than we expected. We have been unable to identify an access point. But when we applied a complementary program to the repaired sections, we found a dummy program had been set up. Based on the unique decay pattern of the program's protection, we've calculated that there is a 98.28% probability that the perpetrator is Voyager. I see. Then let's hurry to the scene. Let's find Mikhail and have him ready the level 1 armament. If necessary, we may have to engage in real space combat this time. Understood. Alright, Dr. Rosas, about this matter with Eric. I'll report anything unusual to you. What is wrong? He's after young lives again. As for Voyager, we will surely bring him to justice. This time, we must stop them before anything happens. We won't let him have his way any longer. Calm down, Melis. It's just irritating. Such an absurd case and it's still unsolved. Voyager's been mankind's worst enemy ever. Seriously? Cool your chest already. Besides, we don't know for sure that Voyager is the culprit. But it's just like last time. He's targeting young children again. How can I not be angry about that? What about you, Captain? While anger can be a great driving force, it also has significant drawbacks. It's better to remain calm and in control during a mission. It's just as the captain says. It's certainly true that your passion and courage make our team stronger. But it's also true this energy sometimes puts the team in danger. I understand, but I can't be like the captain. The captain is special! He's so calm that I sometimes wonder if he has any feelings at all. Oh, really? Captain, have you always been like this, even as a child? I am not sure. It might have been like that. You, what is it that you desire? I'm not asking for world peace, but at least I pray that no more young children's lives are lost in vain. Is that what you desire, eternal life? No, I don't think long life is the only way to happiness. But I feel uneasy about the future society where children will live, just as I worry about my own son. Every morning, I wake up and hear about some new tragedy on the news. I lost my husband once. I can't bear to see that kind of loss repeated everywhere. Is that what you desire, eternal peace? Yes, I want to continue protecting my boy. That's the peace I seek. If you desire to bind this contract between yourself and God, you must offer up the soul of the one whose blood runs closest to the sacred essence. When that is done, God shall bestow you with eternal peace. Contract? Father, I don't really understand what you're saying, but goodness should not seek compensation. Your actions will prepare the way for God.